The Ides of March are come.
Aye, Caesar, but not gone.
Hail, Caesar. Read this schedule.
Trebonius doth desire you overread at your best leisure this humble suit.
Oh, Caesar, read mine first, for mine's a suit that touches Caesar nearer. Read it, great Caesar.
What touches us ourselves shall be last served.
Delay not, Caesar. Read it instantly.
What? Is the fellow mad?
Sirrah, give place.
What do we urge you your petitions in the street? Come to the Capitol.
I wish your enterprise today may thrive.
What enterprise, Popilius?
Fare you well. What said Popilius, Lena?
He wished today our enterprise might thrive. I fear our purpose is discovered.
Look how he makes to Caesar. Mark him.
Casca, be sudden, for we fear prevention. Brutus, what shall be done? If this be known, Cassius or Caesar shall never turn back, for I will slay myself.
Cassius, be constant. Popilius Lena speaks not of our purposes. For look, he smiles, and Caesar doth not change.
Trebonius knows his time, for look you, Brutus, he draws Mark Antony out of the way.
Where is Metellus Cimber? Let him go and presently prefer his suit to Caesar.
He's addressed. Press near and second him.
Casca, you are the first that rears your hand.
Are we all ready? What is now amiss that Caesar and his senate must redress?
Most high, most mighty, and most puissant Caesar, Metellus Cimber throws before thy seat in humble heart.
I must prevent thee, Cimber. These couchings and these lowly courtesies might fire the blood of ordinary men, and turn preordinate and first decree into the law of children. Be not fond to think that Caesar bears such a rebel blood that will be thawed from the true quality with that which melteth fools. I mean sweet words, low crooked courtesies, and base spaniel fawning. Thy brother by decree is banished. If thou dost spend in pray and fawn for him, I spurn thee like a cur out of my way. No, Caesar doth no wrong, nor without cause will be satisfied.
Is there no voice more worthy than my own, to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear for the repealing of my banished brother?
I kiss thy hand, but not in flattery, Caesar, desiring thee that Publius Cimber may have an immediate freedom of repeal.
What, Brutus?
Pardon, Caesar, Caesar, pardon. As low as to thy foot doth Cassius fall to beg enfranchisement for Publius Cimber.
I could be well moved if I were as you. If I could pray to move, prayers will move me. But I am constant as the northern star, of whose true fixed and resting quality there is no fellow in the firmament. The skies are painted with unnum's red sparks. There all fire and every one doth shine. But there's but one in all doth hold his place. So in the world 'tis furnished well with men, and men are flesh and blood, and apprehensive. Yet in the number I do know but one, that unassailable holds on rank, unshaked of motion, and that I am he. Let me a little show it, even in this, that I was constant Cimber should be banished, and constant do remain to keep him so.
Oh, Caesar.
Hence! Wilt thou lift up Olympus?
Great Caesar!
Doth not Brutus bootless kneel?
Speak hands for me.
Et tu, Brute.
Liberty, freedom, tyranny is dead. Run hence, proclaim, cry it about in the streets.
Some to the calm pulpits and cry out, liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement.
People and senators, be not affrighted, fly not, stand still, ambition's debt is paid.
Go to the pulpit, Brutus.
And Cassius too.
Where's Publius?
Here, quite confounded with this mutiny.
Stand fast together, lest some friend of Caesar's should chance.
Talk notwithstanding, Publius, good cheer. There is no harm intended to your person, nor to no Roman else. So tell them, Publius.
And leave us, Publius, lest that the people rushing on us should do your age some mischief.
Do so, and let no man abide this deed but we the doers.
Where is Antony?
Fled to his house, amazed. Men, wives, children stare, cry out and run, as if it were doomsday.
Fates, we will know your pleasures. That we shall die, we know. 'Tis but the time, and drawn days out that men stand upon.
Why, he that cuts off 20 years of life cuts off so many years of fearing death.
Grant that, and then death is benefit. So, are we Caesar's friends that have abridged his time of fearing death? Stoop, Romans, stoop. And let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood up to their elbows and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth, even to the marketplace, and waving our red weapons over our heads, let us all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty.
Stoop then and wash. How many ages hence shall this our lofty scene be acted over in states unborn, in accents yet unknown?
How many times shall Caesar bleed in sport, that now on Pompey's basis lies along no worthier than the dust?
What, shall we forth?
Aye, every man a way. Brutus shall lead, and we will grace his heels with the most boldest and best hearts of Rome.
Soft, who comes here? A friend of Antony's.
Thus, Brutus, did my master bid me kneel. Thus did Mark Antony bid me fall down. And, being prostrate, thus he bade me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. Say I love Brutus, and I honor him, and be resolved to how Caesar hath deserved to lie in death. Mark Antony shall not love Caesar dead so well as Brutus living, but will follow the fortunes and affairs of noble Brutus through the hazards of this untrod state with all true faith. So says my master Antony.
Thy master is a wise and valiant Roman. I never thought him worse. Tell him, so please him come unto this place. He shall be satisfied, and by my honor depart untouched.
I shall fetch him presently.
I know that we shall have him well to friend.
I wish we may, but yet I have a mind that fears so much, and my misgivings still fall shrewdly to the purpose.
But here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
Oh, mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils, shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intended. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour, nor no instrument of half that worth as those your swords, made rich with the most noble blood of all this world. I do beseech ye, if you bear me hard now, whilst your purpled hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure. Live 1,000 years, I shall not find myself so apt to die. No place will please me so, no mean of death, as here by Caesar. And by you cut off the choice and master spirits of this age.
Oh, Antony, beg not your death of us. Though now we must appear bloody and cruel, as by our hands and this our present act, as you see we do. Yet see you but our hands in this the bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are pitiful, and pity to the general wrong of Rome. As fire drives out of fire, so pity, hath done this deed on Caesar. For your part, to you our swords have leaden points, Mark Antony. Our arms in strength of malice, and our hearts of brother's temper, do receive you in with all kind love, good thoughts, and reverence.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the disposing of new dignities.
Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude, besides himself, with fear, and then we will deliver you the cause why I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I do not doubt of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First, Marcus Brutus, I will shake with you. Next, Caius Cassius, I do take your hand. Now Decius Brutus, yours. Now yours, Metellus. Yours, Cinna, and my valiant Casca, yours. The last, not least in love, yours, good Trebonius. Gentlemen all, alas, what shall I say? My credit now stands on such slippery ground that one of two bad ways you must conceive me, either a coward or a flatterer. That I did love thee, Caesar, oh, 'tis true. If then thy spirit look upon us now, shall it not grieve thee dearer than thy death to see thy Antony making his peace and shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes, most noble, in the presence of thy corpse? High as many eyes as thou hast wounds, weeping as fast as they stream forth thy blood, it would become me better than thee to close in terms of friendship with thine enemies. Pardon me, Julius, here wast thou bade, brave heart, here didst thou fall, and here thy hunters stand, signed in thy spoil and crimsoned in thy leather. O world, thou wast the forest to his heart, and this indeed, O world, the heart of thee. How like a deer, stroken by many princes, dost thou here lie.
Mark Antony,
Pardon me, Caius Cassius. The enemies of Caesar shall say this, then in a friend is cold modesty.
I blame you for not praising Caesar so, but what compact mean you to have with us? We will be pricked in number of our friends, or shall we on, and not depend on you?
Therefore I took your hands, but was indeed swayed from the point, looking down on Caesar. Friends I am with you all, and I love you all, upon this hope that you shall give me reasons why, and wherein Caesar was dangerous.
Or else were this a savage spectacle. Our reasons are so full of good regard that were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied.
That's all I seek. And I am moreover suitor that I may produce his body to the marketplace, and in the pulpit, and as becomes a friend, to speak in the order of his funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony.
Brutus, a word with you. You know not what to do. Do not consent that Antony speak at his funeral. Know you how much a people may be moved by that which you utter?
By your pardon, and show the reason of our Caesar's death. What Antony shall speak, I will protest he speaks by leave and by permission. That we are contented Caesar shall have all true rights and lawful ceremonies. It shall advantage more than do us wrong.
I know not what may fall. I like it not.
Mark Antony, here, take you Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral
Alec.
blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar. And say you do it by our permission, else you shall not have any hand at all about his funeral. And you shall speak in the same pulpit, whereto I am going, after my speech is ended.
Be it so, I desire no more.
Prepare the body then, and follow us.
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed his costly blood. Over thy wounds now I do prophesy, which like dumb mouths do ope their ruby lips to beg the voice and utterance of my tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and civil strife shall cumber all the parts of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be so in use, and dreadful objects do familiar, that mothers shall but smile when they behold their infants quartered with the hands of war, all pity choked from them with custom of fell deeds, and Caesar's spirit, ranging for revenge, with 8 by his side come hot from hell, shall in these confines with the monarch's cry, havoc, and let slip the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell above the earth with carrion men, groaning for burial. You serve Octavius Caesar, do you not?
I do, Mark Antony.
Caesar did write for him to come to Rome.
He did receive his letters and is coming, and bid me to say to you by word of mouth, Oh, Caesar!
Thy heart is big, get thee apart and weep. Passion I see is catching, for mine eyes, seeing those beads of sorrow stand in thine, began to water. Is thy master coming?
He lies tonight within 7 leagues of Rome.
Post back with speed, and tell him what hath chanced. Here's a mourning Rome, a dangerous Rome, no Rome of safety for Octavius yet. Hie hence and tell him so. Yet stay a while. Thou shalt not back till I have borne this course to the marketplace, where I shall try in my oration how the people take the cruel issue of these bloody men, according to the which thou shalt discourse to young Octavius of the state of things. Lend me your hand.